Okay, so this is the second videos for number theory lesson 2. I want to talk a little bit about sets. There are multiple ways you can represent sets, including words, lists, and set builder notation. So if the first set, they want you to use this capital letter to represent a set of positive number that are multiple of 2. So basically they're even number, right? So I can say, if I need to list them, I can say A equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, but I don't want to go on forever, so I'm going to use comma, dot, 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 right? And I will close them with the squiggly brackets. So that's how you represent it with for a list. And if I want to write that in words, I can say A is a set of positive even numbers. So that will work. And the set builder notation is a little bit more complex. So if it's on the test, it would be like extra credit or something. So I'm going to say A equal to, and they have a certain format to write. I'm going to say X such that X equal to 2 times something, and this number N need to be a subset of natural numbers. So natural number doesn't include 0, right? So that would be okay because I didn't include 0 here. So this means that X, the bar means such that X equal to 2 times a number when that number is part of natural numbers. Alright, so that's how you represent the set in 3 different ways. And I want you to look at number 2, maybe pause the videos and see if you can do something similar for the second questions. Okay, so when you're ready, you can come back and check the answer. So number 2 say B, set B is going to be a set of positive, not odd numbers. So I'm going to say B in words. B is a set of positive odd numbers. Okay, and the list would be B equal to, starting with odd number would be 1, 3, 5, 7, and keep going, right? And the set notation would be squiggly line, B equal to X such that X equal to, I know you want to say 3n, but if you say 3n, that's not going to include 1, right? So the notation for odd number is actually 2 times the number, subtracting 1. Then n is going to be a natural number. So if 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1, right? 2 times 2 is 4 minus 1 is 3. So that would make it work. And set builder notation is a little bit more difficult. If it's on the test, it would be extra credit for that part. Alright? Okay, so the next part, we're going to review what we have learned about doing some operation with sets. So you may want to pause the video and write down the question first. So we have a universal set, set A, set B, and set C. So you need to remember some of the things we have learned, including this and this, and apostrophe or bar or C. What does that mean? So the first one is union, either or, right? And then the second one is intersect. It's going to be and is the overlapping part. The last one is complement, and the keyword is not, right? So we're supposed to compare the set with the universal set. So if we need to look at this and find not A, we are comparing A with the universal set, right? What is not in A? So not in A including H. And then we have I, J, K, but L, M, N is not in A, right? So that's the first answer. You may want to pause the video and see if you can figure out B and C. And then come back and check with me. So compare B with the universal set. H is not in B. I, J, K is there, L is there, M is there, and then N, right? Are we okay? And then C with the universal set. So H is not there. I, J, K, and then L, M, N is there, right? So that would be not C. Okay, next we're going to use the same sets and try to figure out the next few questions. If you feel comfortable, you can like pause the video and see if you can do it. So the first one is or, either or, right? So my A set is I, J, K. Need to union with my C set, which is L, M, N. So basically, if it's in here or in here is part of my answer, right? So I just need to include all of them. I, J, K, L, M, N. Are we okay? So that's number 2. Okay, so number 3, this is N. So this is like we want everything on number 2, but this is the overlap, right? Okay, so B set has K, L, M, and then C has L, M, N. So the 2 together, that's overlapping. L is repeating, M is repeating, so L and M would be my answer. Are we okay? Okay, how about number 4? Number 4, again, we're looking for the overlap. J, K is my A, intersect with L, M, N. So do I have anything in common? No, no, no. So if it's nothing in common, then we will say either empty set like that, or you can write like an empty set like that, but not like a 0 here, okay? So that's not an empty set. So either this or this will work. Okay, the next one say not B intersect with C. Okay, not B, we did that earlier, right? I'm going to copy it down. Not B is going to be H, I, J, N. Intersect with C. C is L, M, N. So what do they have in common? Just N. For number 5. Are we okay? So the last one is a little bit more complex, right? So we're going to need to show some steps for the last one. So we should do the parenthesis part first, right? We have not B, which is H, I, J, N, and then union with A, which is I, J, K, right? And then after we completed that part in the parenthesis, then we need to intersect with C. Okay, so union means I want everything from both of these, right? This is or, right? So I'm going to have all of them, H, I, J, K, and N. So again, union means like or. Anything in here and anything in here would be part of my answer, right? And then I need to intersect C. My C is L, M, N. So intersect means like overlapping part N, right? So the overlapping part for this, what do we have? Just N, okay. So N is my answer. So I don't have a lot of homework question this time, so make sure you practice this and make sure you understand it, okay? So that's one of them. And the next part we want to talk about is if we give you 3 sets. A is people like to eat fast foods, B is people like to sleep, and C is people like to work out. So if I ask you to write the answer in words, you have to use some of the keywords. So again, union is or, intersect is and then the apostrophe is not, right? So as long as you can do that, I think you will be okay. A is people like to eat fast food, and this sign means and, right? So I'm going to just write straightforward. People like to eat fast food and people like to sleep. So either one of those would be my answer. And the second one we have or, right? So you can actually say people like to eat fast food and sleep. So it has to fit both of the condition, right? So you can omit that part. This is or, and then this part is not, right? So people like to be is sleep, or the people, this is work out but not, right? Don't work out. So we're gonna say people like to sleep. This time is or people do not work out. Are we okay? If we have something like this on the test, you just like translate very straightforward. That's okay. Alright, one more example. Let's see. It's going to be word problem, and that seems to be the more challenging part of the exam question. So we will do one today, maybe some more on Wednesday. So they ask you to use a Venn diagram to solve this. If I have 100 people in a class, 80 of them have jobs, and 22 are married and have jobs, and 8 people do not have job and are not married. They want you to use the Venn diagram to illustrate how many people are married and no jobs in this class. So because this is a Venn diagram, right? So we normally use a box to represent the universal sets. So the universal set is going to be 100 people in class, right? So make sure you have a title. I'm going to say universal sets equal to 100 people in class. All right. So basically, I can do this. So U equal to 100 is about people in class. It looks like I have some major category. We have people have jobs and married. So are they overlapping each other? Let's see. So they look like overlapping each other. I'm going to say this represent married and this represent have job. So totally I should have 100, right? So if I just add this together, this is 80 and 22 and then 8 here. This is already more than 100, right? So somehow some of this thing is overlapping, right? Let's see what's going on. And when you solve this on the test, make sure you show the steps also. So 80 have job, meaning the whole circle here, including 80 people. Some of them just have job but not married. Some of them have job and married, right? And then 22 are married. So I mean this whole circle, you have 22 people. And 8 people do not have job and are not married. So if it's like no job, not married, then 8 should go where? So if they don't have job and not married, then 8 need to go outside, right? So I can say 8 outside of 2 circle, because it's like no job, not married, right? And 22 are married and have jobs. So I said that wrong earlier. So this is both, right? So 22 are married but also have jobs. So number 2, 22 should go where? 22 should go to the overlapping part because it's married and have job, right? So 22 go here. All right, so now what else do I know? 80 have job, meaning this whole circle have job should have 80 people, right? And if 22 is both, then how many here? So this part would be 80 minus 22, right? So 80 minus 22 will be 58. So I'm going to cross that out here. So number 3, I'm going to say have job but not married, right? It's going to be 80 subtracting 22 equal to 58. So now I have to figure out this part, right? This is the last part. So I know the whole thing add up to 100. If I subtract this number, this number, it should equal to that, right? So number 4 would be, this is the married, not in a job circle, with no job. It's going to be 100 total, subtracting the one no job, not married, the part that is, oh, you can subtract an 80 here. 58 subtract 22, so that should give me 12 here. So 12 is the part that is married but no job. Okay, what are they asking? So sometimes students forget to answer the question. So this is the Venn diagram. Even though it looked kind of messy, we just show some steps. And the answer asks you how many people are married with no job. Married with no job is this part, right? So we can say 12 people in class are married in a married circle with no job, but outside of the job circle, right? So that would be your answer. Are we okay? So some people, some students think this is kind of the more difficult kind of questions. Maybe do one more example. Do you want to do that? Let's try one more. Let me get a piece of paper. Alright, so one more. Let's say in a music club, with 15 members, 7 people play piano, 6 people play guitar, and 4 people don't play either. Okay, how many people play both piano and guitar? Okay, so if that's the questions and they ask you to use a Venn diagram to solve. Alright, so again, I'm going to need a rectangular box to represent my universal set. And I want you to think about the title. It looks like there's 2 major categories and they are overlapping. Okay, what do you think? The universal set have how many members? Universal set have 15 members, and this is about the music club, right? Okay, so the 2 major category is people play pianos, and also people play guitar, right? So I'm going to say piano here and guitar here. Are we okay? Alright, so let's see where can we put some number in. So 7 people play piano, meaning the whole circle for piano is 7, right? And then 4 people don't play anything, so 4 should go outside. And 6 people play guitar, so this whole circle is 6. So you can like kind of sketch it first. So 7 people play piano and 6 people play guitar, but 4 people don't play anything outside, right? So the first things I can put is 4 people outside of the 2 circle, right? Because they play neither. Alright, so now if I add them together, like 4 plus 6 is 10 plus 7 is 17, so that's some overlapping, so that doesn't work with the 15 as total. So we want to think about how many are overlapping. So this 4 is for sure, this is the correct number, but over here the 2 circle add up to what? 6 plus 7 is 13. So let's see. If we say U is 15, right? And then outside of the 2 circle equal to 4. Those are the 2 numbers we're pretty sure, right? So inside the 2 circle should be 15 minus 4 equal 11, right? But when we add up the piano plus guitar, is 7 plus 6 equal to 13. So I have 2 extra people, right? So it seems like the overlapping part is going to be 13 minus 11 equal to 2. So 2 should go there. So if 2 is there, instead of 6 here, this should become 4, right? So together you still have 6. If 7 minus 2, this would be 5, right? So together this circle still have 7. So I can write down the step number 3. So this overlapping is 2. So just piano, but not play both, is going to be 7 minus 2 equal to 5. And then just guitar is going to be my 6 minus 2 equal to 4. So those are the number how we come up with. And the answer, what are they asking? How many people play both? So we will say 2 members play both piano and guitar. Alright, so I may assign you 1 or 2 questions to practice so you have some experience with those Venn diagram work problem, okay?